It's your guy, Broken Bobby. I was sick this week, so that's why I didn't. Why it's been quiet on this end. Watching some football this morning. How about Mac Jones? Hope everybody is doing well and having a great weekend. I'll wait and see if we can get a few folks in here. I know football's still on, so we'll see how that goes. I'll give it a minute or two. Got Fred Warner on day. Mr. Punch the Ball Out. My guy. Welcome in. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Yes, I'm talking to you, the only one in here. I think we're gonna go out in the backyard. The boys are throwing the football around. So, what's up, Biggie? So we'll put the hat on today. It's a little dusty. Been sitting inside. How you doing, Biggie? So we're coming outside. I'm sure you can hear that air conditioner running. How's everything going, Biggie? If they fit, you can go see if they fit. So the nephew Andrew's over today. We haven't seen him in a while. And I'm out here repping that bang bang. How's everybody doing? What's up, Eli? Welcome in, everybody. Be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. So we got some football on today. 49ers are limping on. Still getting them W's, though. That's what's up. We got 13 in here and no likes. Really? Are you not entertained? Thank you very much. Appreciate the likes. So, how's everybody doing today? It's been a pretty crazy week. Watched some football this morning and this afternoon. Chiefs are 0-2. Damn it. That's wild. I would not have expected that. Man, it's bright out here. We'll probably go back in the house here in a minute. Just so I can see a little better. It's kind of hard for me to read the screen with all the glare. Let's go in the garage. That's better. So what's everybody up to today on this fine Sunday? Hat is hot. So yeah, it's Sunday. My Niners, they got the win. It was not pretty, but it was not purdy. Pun intended there. But we'll take it. A win is a win. 2-0. And we're rocking and rolling. That defense is looking pretty good. Um, what's up, Justin? Says fly, Eagles, fly. The Eagles look like probably the most complete team in football right now. It looks like they picked up right where they left off. I would not want to have to face them right now with the state of my team and all the injuries. But come playoffs, I hope we'll be ready. So, welcome in, everybody. Hit that like button if you haven't already. What's up, everybody? What's up? Welcome in. So, yeah, figured I'd get on and see what everybody is up to. Um, enjoying some football today. What's up, sexy Latina? Hello. Oh, boy, it is warm out here. I'm going to go back in the house in a minute once I finish a cigarette. But, yeah, football games were interesting today. We're in Cali. So, yeah, Niners got the win. I was really happy with that, especially with the backup quarterback. We didn't play a very good team. The Saints, I don't think they're a very good team, but I'll take it. So, but I want to talk a little bit about what happened with Charlie Kirk this week. I didn't, like, the internet was so flooded with stuff about Charlie Kirk right after the incident. I didn't want to really dive in on that because there were a billion videos on that, whether you supported the man, whether you didn't support the man, and some really disturbing, ugly videos, in my opinion, where people were celebrating somebody, a man being killed in front of his wife and kids. That's really ugly, if you ask me. But that's social media for you, you know what I mean? Hey, what's up, Jump Chambers? Shout out to Philly. Your football team looks good. Hopefully, if we get to the playoffs, which I'm hoping we do, we'll be ready. Right now, I don't think we are, honestly, with all the injuries and everything. I'm a Niner, if you didn't know. So, yeah, I didn't really care to watch the video. I seen some stuff because there was just so much stuff flooded on, on social media. But, yeah, there's a lot of conspiracy. The Browns suck. I think we can agree on that. Burrow got hurt today. I'm kind of jumping around here, but yeah, like some of those videos of people celebrating the death of that man are utterly disgusting. I don't do politics on here because I think that yeah, it's a good try, Rick. I've been doing this for a while, brother. It's a good try, though. I think whether you're on the right or the left of the political spectrum, I don't think violence is the answer to what's going on, and it's going good, Tommy. It's going good. I'm still hanging tough, brother. Some days are easier than others. You know what I mean? But I'm hanging in there. What's up, Paul? That's right, Niners, baby. Yeah, Ezekiel's on it. Shout out to the mods, for sure. So, yeah, I think that, let me say this. Some of the educators that have lost their jobs over some of the vile videos that they've posted in regards to Charlie Kirk's assassination, I completely agree with them losing their positions because, you know, I don't think there should be politics in school. You know, if a teacher or an administrator is politically active, that's not something they should be bringing into the. Yeah, I agree, Jump. I agree. It seems like the NFL's been doing that, and I'm happy that they are. I don't like politics in my sports, but you know, a moment of silence is all right. You know, because sports is my escape from reality for a couple of hours. You know, when my team's playing, nothing else matters. You know what I mean? But you know, I don't personally care for politics in my sports, but you know, like a moment of silence or something, that's cool. Absolutely, and I agree with that. So, but yeah, these educators and other people of power that you know, like social media has become so crazy. Like people people will do whatever to get a little bit of clout, and they'll say the most vilest things uh, just to get eyes on their videos. And you know, if I feel like if I have to do things like that to blow up my channel, if you will, then it wouldn't be for me, and I would just have to walk away from it, you know. But stop. Because they're barking at Andrew. Every time he comes in the house, they bark at him. My nephew is over here. Yeah, we haven't seen my nephew in a while, so the dogs don't know him, and every time he comes in the house, they start barking. But what do you mean? What comment, Tapwood? I didn't see anything that got erased. What'd you say, bro? And how you doing, Tapwood? I haven't talked to you in a while. I hope you're doing well, brother. I'm just celebrating a 49er win today. He said the video was a lot worse than what happened to Trump when he got. Yeah, it. You know, unfortunately, I seen a part of it, and I wasn't able to flick away from it soon enough. And yeah, it's an ugly video. You know, uh, it's unfortunate because the dude, Charlie Kirk even said, you know, that when communication breaks down, that's when bad things happen. And that's why he was doing what he was doing. And yes, he had political beliefs, and yes, he was trying to convert people to his side. But, you know, if you don't like it, you don't have to listen to it. You don't have to go to his events on the campuses. You know, I was trying to say we are both 1-0 into week 2. Time for my Chargers. Oh, they play tomorrow night. Nice. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Yeah, we got the win this morning. It wasn't pretty, but I'll take it. 2-0 is 2-0. Any way you look at it, you know. Yeah, we're doing good, Tapwood. I appreciate you, brother. So yeah, we got that win. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see anything. Let me scroll back and see if I see it. Oh, you know what? I missed a bunch of comments. It looks like Paul X says, "What jersey is that?" That's Fred Warner. It's the blackout alternative. Uh, let's see. Yeah, I don't see any other comments from you, Tapwood. Uh, 21 Vlad says, "R.I.P. Charlie Kirk. I'm a leftist. Never agreed with him," and that's the way we're supposed to do things, right? 21 Vlad. If I don't talk about my politics on here, but if somebody that goes against my politics were assassinated, I would definitely say rest in peace. You know what I mean? Like, uh, you know, politicians and talking heads for politics, they have their beliefs. And when people, what cracked me up is when people say, well, he deserved to die for his opinions. Well, then I guess you could turn around and say the person that said that could potentially deserve to die for their opinion as well, right? If that's how we're doing it. So, we have freedom of speech in this country. If you don't like what somebody's saying, you don't have to listen. And to be honest with you, when people start talking on social media about stuff that I don't agree with, most of the time I don't listen. So it's real simple, just keep scrolling. Uh, yeah, and exactly. Taff Woody says, I didn't catch the Niners game today. I saw the highlight. To be honest with you, I slept through most of it. I work nights, so, but, yeah, W is definitely a W. Appreciate that, 21 Vlad. Get the Donald Trump. If you can't get to Donald Trump, you got to get his supporters. That's the mindset. Yeah, and that's honestly, that's they talk about. I don't see how another civil war could ever happen, but like that's the way people are talking. You know what I mean? Like it's does it become tit for tat? How does that work? Like so now does the right need to go and snipe some leftist uh, commentator? You know what I mean? Like I hope not. Like that's the last thing I want to see. I don't want to get on social media and see people get shot like that. I mean, like it's disgusting to be honest with you. Taffwood said it's crazy. I got up that morning and watched one of his debates. Then at lunch, I heard he was shot. Really wild, yeah. I don't know who Jesse Lee Peterson is. I would, uh, but I did know who Charlie Kirk was. I kind of liked his style. Like that dude never got rattled. Like he didn't get mad. He didn't yell at people, but he would debate his points and he would stand on his feet on what he believed in. And to me, that's very respectable. No matter what your takes are, unless you're just really a weirdo or something, you know what I mean? But yeah, I agree. Uh, I hope Hassan is not next. I don't know who Hassan is. Yeah, and I agree. Left and right are two wings of the same bird. Yes. His wife will be sent that video every. Yeah, and that's crazy. Yeah, I'll have to check him out. Tapwood. Haven't heard of him. I don't really dig too deep. Yeah, and we don't have any room for political violence. I agree. Uh, that that uh, that just I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think we should be able to communicate, and you know, I think when they started taking God out of the equation, people became more reliant on politics and stuff, and because people want to be a part of something. So you know you got to have something to put your belief in, I guess. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's not good. But,
Come on, Chats.
But yeah, so that's kind of my take on it. Why you broken, Bobby? Says Ray Orbison. It's broken Bobby's transformation. I was. I mean, aren't we all a little broken, to be honest with you? um, it is. I transformed from being broken. I was addicted to drugs for about 15 years of my life. I now have 21 years sober. So it's the transformation, broken Bobby's transformation. I I was broke. I mean, I don't know. I think we're all a little broke at times, but I appreciate the question. Yeah, if you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe, hit that like button. Uh, we generally talk about sobriety on the lives here. Haven't really been doing a lot of pre-made videos lately because I see. Okay. Tonight's game, that's a good question. You know what? Let me go take a look at the TV and I'll tell you. Um, if I can find it. Oh, there it is.
So you can deal with it here.
With ultrasound guidance. Do you know how to do that? No, but I saw you do it last year.
So what does that mean? Can you cut it through?
I think so.
Okay, sorry to hear that, Emmanuel.
Now.
You're good, brother. Let's see who's playing that late game. Atlanta Falcons and Minnesota Vikings are in the late game. I think that's getting ready to start. A few minutes. So we'll turn that one on in here. Yeah, I hear you, brother. Russell says John 3:16. Yes, sir. No, I would never do that, sexy Latina. Hey, wifey has spoken. Oh, man. I guess I wasn't thinking in that moment, huh? So, anyways, yeah, some good football games today. A lot of high-scoring games. I noticed some of these offenses are clicking already. Detroit put up 52. That's wild. So, okay. Please don't hurt me. Falcons invite, yeah. So I guess I'll check that one out next. Just something to do. I don't really, I don't pay as much. I don't have very much emotion when other teams are playing, typically. So, I'll check it out, but it's just background noise to me, pretty much. Hoping we can get Brock Purdy back here pretty soon and get this offense clicking. Because we're going to need it when we play some better teams. Can't stand the Vikings. Yeah, I'm not really, I don't know. I don't like the Cowboys and I don't like the Chiefs. And I don't like the Seahawks. So that's my hit list, if you will. Not really a hit list, I guess. Just teams I want to see lose. I don't know. I think the Vikings, uh, with them, they're not really on my radar because they're going to win 12 or 13 games in the regular season. And much like the Cowboys, they're going to crash and burn in the playoffs every year. So I don't pay them too much mind. You know, so Joe Burrow went down today with turf toe. That sucks. It's almost like the Bengals and the Niners are very similar. The wife likes the Bengals, so I pay a little more attention to them. Our starting quarterback's down. Only difference is I think our defense is better than theirs, but the Bengals got that high power offense with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and Joe Burrow. Man, if they had a good defense, I don't think anybody could stop them. But okay, yeah, that's the Seahawks. That's the reason I hate the Seahawks because this is going back a ways. It was like 2013 or something. Navarro Bowman got hurt in Seattle, and those fans were like throwing shit at him as he was being, carted off the field. Like that. That's like the Charlie Kirk stuff. I mean, hit somebody when they're down. That's crazy. Ah, yeah. Damn, that sucks. I didn't do fantasy football this year. I think my son's doing it, but I was going to, and then a lot of stuff was happening in life, and I just didn't get around to it. Got sick. The wife got real sick earlier in the week, and then I got sick too, but, we just kind of pushed through. That's all you can do. I mean, the bills don't stop because you're not feeling good. So, life is going to happen on life's terms, right? And, it's not always the way we want it to be, but, you got to push through. You got to handle business, So, anyways, yeah, yeah, a wild week for sure. Like, I never seen nothing like that before. I mean, stuff like that has happened before. There have been political assassinations, but like these times are just crazy. The amount of violence involved with politics and just mass shootings and shit. Like it's crazy to me. Like I can't go anywhere without knowing where my exits are. You know, so that if I'm at Walmart or something, I know where the emergency exits are at. So if you know what I mean, because you never know. I remember when the San Bernardino shooting happened. I don't know if you guys remember that or not, but in San Bernardino, somebody went and shot up one of the county buildings or something. And prior to that, mass shootings had been happening. Oh, really? How so, Brandon? Why don't you explain how I'm super racist? Go ahead. The floor is yours. In honor of Charlie Kirk, the floor is yours, sir. Let's debate. You made the statement, this dude is definitely super racist. So explain that. Would you please? Come on, I want to hear about it. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I was telling my son something like that wouldn't happen in San Bernardino because, most people never even heard of San Bernardino. And then not too long after that happened. And that was a real eye-opener. Like, damn, Like, is anybody safe, you know? I mean, I'm still pro Second Amendment because, you know, you take the guns away from the people, then you know, not to say that the people could uprise against the military, but they, to a certain extent, they could definitely make a point, you know. Yeah, it's been wild, you know. Oh, that's a good one, Brandon. Are you blind? Yeah, it really does. It seems like he needs a lot of attention, but he's not going to get it from me. I'm done. He comes on here and makes a stupid statement and then just pivots straight from it because he's got nothing. Like Tapwood said, what a lame. Bye. I don't think you can see it though. Oh, good job, Big E. You on it, bro. Excuse me. Yeah, I got a bit of a cough. Been, like I said, been sick this week, so go Brandon. Let's go Brandon. Oh, lordy, lordy. Help that man. He needs help. Stormy, come here. Like, go get the F out, right? Exactly. Yeah, that guy's a weirdo. Man, yeah, I don't know. But I think I'm going to turn on the game here shortly. It's already on, but I'm going to get to it. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm still kind of getting over this cold from the week. Got the cough and a little bit of congestion. Been taking them daytime pills. Yeah, I agree, Tapwood. I agree. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he don't like girls. No, and I'm not aiming for that for sure. Oh, completely agree. So, yeah, here we are. Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, we got that win today. I'm happy with that. I don't think there were any new injuries to the team. Man, our team's so banged up already, we can't afford to lose anybody else. Indy beat Denver, though. I would make a pretty girl. Ezekiel says he would be a pretty girl. Okay. Uh, yeah, that dude's a beast. Definitely. So, based on what Ezekiel said, you know, what you do in your own time, sir, is up to you. But you're a damn good moderator, and I appreciate you. No judgment here. Yeah, pretty much. No judgment here. You know, my way of thinking is this. You know, you do what you do, and don't as long as you know everybody's equal, right? Nobody should you know, you don't have to shove anything down our throat because you want to be different. So in my last failed possession, I found that out in my last failed possession. Oh, God. But, you know, like, do what you want with your life. What you do in your bedroom and in your house is your business as long as nobody's getting hurt. You know. Yeah. Yeah. No, that I don't think I would not suggest cutting it off to anybody, Biggie. Oh, God. Mm. So, yeah. I mean, like I said, do what you want to do in your own personal life, but just because, you know, your mama will tell you you're special. The rest of us don't have to. Your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever will tell you you're special. You don't you don't need everybody else to justify your decisions in life. So that's kind of my take on that. But yeah, I thought we were done with summer, but it looks like it's going to be hot again this week, and I'm very disappointed in that. I do not like the heat at all. I'm cool. Like fall or spring are the best time. Fall is better, I think, because spring it's starting to get hot. Oh, lordy, lordy. Take it easy over there, Biggie. I don't know, though. You cut it off, we might have to start calling you Littly or Noe. Stormy. Stormy, come on. Yeah, so, anyways. We're gonna come inside now. Give me just a second, guys. I gotta go use the restroom. I'm gonna set the phone down for just a second. I'll put it on something cool for you guys to see. There you go. All right, sorry for the interruption there, fellas. I got you, Catwood. So, yeah, now we're back inside. Let's see what's going on up there. That's not the live game right now. That's whatever that is, Red Zone or whatever. Let's get to the game. Falcons and Vikings. I don't really much care for either one of them teams, so looks like Atlanta's winning though, 3-0. Everybody keeps saying Atlanta's gonna get good, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll go on to. How about that win though? That's right, Cora. Bang bang. Wearing Fred Warner today. Oh my God, these dogs. Oh, stop. Oh my God, Stormy. Look, that's a little terror right there. Stop. Are you camera shy? So E wasn't locked up or in any troubles. Look, now she's bashful. I don't know. E was saying something about being a princess. I'm not sure. Like I said, what you do in the comforts of your own home is up to you. Leave your baby alone. Say hi, Mama. That dog looks loco. Yes, that dog is loco. That dog is out of control. Cora says, ha ha ha, wow. Okay, Ezekiel or Princess. Princess Ezekiel. Have we come up with a new name? The Taco Bell. You know Taco Bell? What's up, Nitro Bob? Yeah, life is crazy. Oh, do you hear? Do you hear this crazy dog? No new name. I'm glad you are, Nitro Bob. There she is. You see her? Where'd she go? Say hi, Lily. Look at, she gets bashful. Okay, all right. You're the baby. Don't test her. Oh my God. If I call you P-E-Z, does that make it better instead of saying princess, but I'm thinking it? LOL. I want to let you guys know you've come to a truly unique channel where the moderators try to keep things under control while roasting each other at the same time. I love it. This is awesome. It sounds like Lily loves it too. Did you hear that? Appreciate you, Nitro Bob. Ready for duty and roasting. Man. You know what's crazy? Were you cellmates with G? Excuse me. So, well, we're just having too much fun here, aren't we? Ready for duty. That's it. That's it. We rocking and rolling. So, I think the best message, one of the best messages I've seen from Charlie Kirk. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bitty. I liked his message of spirituality. And, somebody had asked him, what did he want to be remembered for? And he said he wanted to be remembered for his commitment to his spirituality. And I was like, wow, that's deep. But there was something else I was going to say. Oh, he was talking about when communication breaks down, that's when bad things happen. You have to communicate. This isn't just a message of politics or anything like that. In life, you have to communicate. You have to communicate with the people you love, even with people you may not like. But, when communication breaks down, that's when bad things truly start happening. So, yeah, I really like that message from him. And, you know, I hope he rests in peace. Where you at, G? You out there? And where's Joel at? Haven't heard from Joel. Maybe I'll have to go live later tomorrow. Maybe after the game tomorrow night. I think it's Raiders Chargers, right, Tapwood? Actually, she's not a pretty princess. She is the queen. She is a beautiful queen. Andrew is here, Cora. Yeah, he's here. That's why the dogs keep barking. Because, won't communicate with me. What should I do? You know what? There was a video from Charlie Kirk actually where it was a father and son that came up to the mic, and I think the father was liberal and the son was conservative. And what's up, Fern Dog? How you doing, brother? What he said was different generations see things differently. You know what I mean? So maybe, Dark Demon, what I would suggest is try to find some common ground to break the ice. And, maybe that'll help, like maybe, what are they into? Are they into Roblox or Fortnite or something? Maybe sit down and play a game with them. I notice when me and my son go to the gym, we tend to communicate a lot more. So find some common ground where, something you can both agree upon, no matter what it may be, football, sports, whatever, and let that be the icebreaker and just kind of take it from there. Sometimes I feel like we as the older generation, we're set in our ways, but, we have to give a little bit you have to seek to understand, as somebody told me a while back, so I hope that helps, Dark Demon. If you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe. Hit that like button while you're in here if you would. I would greatly appreciate that. It helps with the algorithm. And, trying to grow this channel into something great. But, I think what we have here is something great already. Like people tend to look at things like, oh, I got 100,000 subscribers or whatever. Like, it's not about that. It's about, is your time well spent? I guess, I try to learn something new every day, and I think everybody should. Knowledge is power, no doubt about it, and I learned from you guys, and I hope maybe you guys may learn something from me as well. Like I said, I always say, this channel, it's based on sobriety and everything that comes with sobriety. I'll tell you, when I was getting high, I would never sit down and watch my Niners play. Like, I was absent mentally, I have canceled Stage 2 tumor in my brain and lungs. They are confused. What should I do? I would imagine. How old are your kids, Dark Demon? Are they little ones? What's up, Joel? Joel is in the house. I think that was a terrible situation, Joel. I don't think anybody should be silenced for their opinions. You know, whether you agreed with his takes or not, that don't give you the right to shoot somebody. And a lot of this nasty stuff that was on social media, I do not agree with at all. You know, like some people got real nasty with it, and you know, that's an ugly part of our society, I guess. You know. Yeah, I seen a little bit of it. Uh, I didn't see the really gory one, but my wife and others did and told me about it, and I did my best not to watch it. But I think that TMZ really, like, TMZ, like, done themselves in with that video, if you've seen it, where, God, this dog won't stop barking. Yeah, it was. I seen part of it and I scrolled away. Like it was disgusting to see. And, you know, no matter who that happened to, what's up, Romono Body? How you doing? People are saying he faked this. No, I don't know how. She don't listen. Let's go in here and see what this dog is yapping about. Unfortunately, no, I can't say I do remember you, Ramono Body. Were you on a previous live? Hey. Look at this crazy dog. Look at this crazy dog. Easy on the comments about her. I think I don't. Oh, well, I appreciate that if you did. Definitely. A month ago, okay. Yeah, look at her. She's just not used to Andrew being here. She misses you, so she's going to attack everybody. I do not condone her violence. My God. So, I think we're going to go back outside because it's kind of loud in here. Looks like the Vikings and the Falcons. Oh, the Falcons are winning 6-0, it looks like. Hi, Toya. I love you. How are you, baby girl? So now we have 3 mods in the chat. Let me give a shout out to my mods. We have Biggie, we have Cora, and we have Joel. Or Joel. The homie Joel. So, shout out to you guys. That's good. That's good. Yeah, you guys do a fantastic job of keeping the comments in line. So, what are your thoughts on it, Joel? I gave my opinion. I want to know what you think. Yeah, There's a few conspiracy theories going around, though, definitely, Joe. That's right. Like there was a private jet that took off like 10 minutes after it happened, and people were saying that the shooter was on that private jet. That private jet company actually put out a press release saying that it was just coincidence that they were taking off around that time, and that some CEO was on that jet. So, but there's definitely some things that are interesting. The fact that he was able to break down that rifle as quick as he was and put it in a backpack, and then the fact that he reassembled the rifle before ditching it in the woods just seems a little, I don't know. I don't have much trust in government. Like, I think a lot of people don't. So, I don't know. I don't know if they're telling us the truth or not. But yeah, that video was very disturbing. I don't know. I'm not really one that likes to see gore and stuff in videos. Like, I think I've seen so much of that stuff in real life that it just, it just don't interest me. Jill says I didn't agree with a lot of what he said, and definitely wasn't a fan, but still don't think the essay deserved. No, I don't think so either. And especially in front of his wife and kids who were there. Yeah, I mean that's just a horrible situation all the way around. But I think that people, just because your political beliefs differ doesn't mean that you can't have a conversation. Yeah, absolutely, Joel. Absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, I have people that I work with, supervisors, who have strongly differing political beliefs than mine. We talk about stuff, and I hear what they're saying, and I like to think they hear what I'm saying as far as what I believe, but that don't mean that I can't say, what, I like that guy. He's fill in the blank as far as his political standards, but he's not a Nazi because I don't believe what he believes, and I'm not a Nazi because I don't believe what he believes. You know what I mean? It seems that way, Corey. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I think that this in America. Let me see if I can say this correctly to make sense. Okay, when you're in prison, Pops tucked them into bed that night, and their world. Yeah, it sure did, Joel. It sure did, and it's heartbreaking. So here's what I think. Okay, so like if you're locked up, you're in prison, right? And you don't have a common enemy. If you're not, Stormy, come here. Dog was getting over close to the gate. So yeah, if you don't have a common enemy in prison, it's so boring in there that you start nitpicking each other, and it leads to violence amongst your own. And I don't know, is that what's going on? It's not violence amongst our own with these mass shootings and stuff, but like, is it, are people don't have enough to worry about, so they get hyper focused on stuff like this, you know, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I probably didn't communicate that the way I seen it in my mind, but yeah. Okay, Corey. But one thing I will say is it's a lot easier to control people when they're divided. You know, if everybody were on the same page, like there, we would be unstoppable. But because, you know, one side's right, one side's left, instead of focusing on what the government is doing wrong, you know, we're focusing on each other. And I think that's where the problem lies. I'm over here trying to be all philosophical right now, but that's what I think. I think, you know, a lot of things that have happened are to divide us. And as long as we're divided, we can be conquered. But if, you know, people, if everybody were to come together, it wouldn't, yeah, yeah. And I think you're right there, Corey. Uh, you know, the government keeps us divided so they can keep us in place, so we can keep working and paying our taxes, so they can waste our money. You know, I honestly believe that's the plan. You know, and like some of these protests and stuff, they're funded by billionaires who, you know, like they're like Mr. Burns or something from The Simpsons, you know, like they're in their little glass house, like, what can I fuck up today type of thing, you know? Um, I don't know. That's my take. I think when you get to the point of wealth where you have nothing to worry about anymore, your kids, your grandkids, your great grandkids are all set, then you know, like you. That's why there's so many sick fucks, you know. Uh, you know, like the Epstein Island and all that stuff, you know, like these ultra wealthy people, like they have nothing left to conquer. Hate is definitely a very strong emotion. I agree. What's up, JPH? So, yeah, I'm just kind of all over the place here today. It's almost time for me to go take some more cold pills. I'm feeling better than I was earlier in the week. Like Tuesday, I worked most of my shift and then I got sent home a little bit early, but like I was dying. Like I just felt horrible. And then I felt a little bit better every day. I'm glad to hear that, JPH. Yeah, I'm all right, man. I'm doing okay. Getting over this cold. Still kind of been taking some medicine and stuff to completely knock it out, but like the wifey got it pretty bad. She was in bed for a day, and that's not like her. She's a go-getter. She's always on the move. So luckily, I didn't get it that bad. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, you got to have a certain amount of aggression, I guess, to really get ahead. Because if you're always letting others go before you, then yeah, you will finish last. You know, you have to have that dog in you. But about me lagging, no, I didn't. Let me see. Let me go back real quick, Joel. Sorry for lagging. I work so much and spend my off days with my girl and son. We just be relaxing and being in each other. And that's a great thing, Joel. And you know what? Family comes first, bro. You know, if you're happy and you're doing your thing, you know what I mean? Then I'm proud of you. And keep it up. You know, like you got a son, you got a girl, man, take care of them, make them first. That's what's important, you know? Yeah, and that's kind of been going around. Somebody at work said they had COVID the other day. I didn't come in direct contact with them, which I'm glad, but the Browns didn't have that dog in them when they got whooped. Yeah. Things are out of control and they hate each other and they always will. It's natural. I would say some people do, Corey. Some people are just filled with hate and rage. I wouldn't say everybody though. You know, uh, I don't. I'm not that way. I don't. I'm an equal opportunity hater. You have to, and then even then, like I won't hate you. I'll just cut you out of my life and not give it much more thought. You know, but some people get fixated on that stuff. You know, their mascot's a damn dog, right? Man, it's like you're number one, Big E. You are winning the comments, brother. Well, we've been at it an hour and 7. I think we're gonna wrap it up. Maybe if I'm bored later, I'll hop back on and we'll get a later night one, maybe around 10 o'clock. I don't know. If not, I'll try to get on tomorrow night and check in with you guys and see how everybody's doing. I appreciate everybody's participation in this today. If you're new, be sure to subscribe. Hit that like button. Faith, family, fitness, and freedom are the things that allowed me to get my life together, and they can help you as well. Like I always say, guys, don't look at the mountain. Just start climbing. Rest in peace, Charlie.